about 8 years ago, my wife Laura and I had this little 19-inch color TV. And it blew up one day. So we decided we'll go down, we'll buy a new TV. We got the local newspaper Sunday morning. We sat down, looked through the ads, found a place called Circuit City that had this 19-inch color TV, little Magnavox VCR right in it, for $350. Now, if you know TVs, you know this was a deal. So we got in our car, we drove down, it was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I walk in the store and meet the salesperson, his name's Dan, and I see this TV sitting right on the counter there. And I'm thinking, all right, this is great. So I get the checkbook out, I start writing the check, everything's going great. All of a sudden, something went really wrong. Let me paint the picture. It was October, fall time, football season. As I'm writing the check, looking at this little puny screen, I'm feeling something tugging at me. It was this ominous presence. I happened to turn around, and there was a screen that big. Now that's a TV. Well, like a magnet, it sucked me to the back of the room. I mean, just for you guys in the room, just to give you perspective, this thing had a clicker this long. We're talking TV here. Well, I got to the TV, the salesperson followed me, and I said, hey, I like this TV. He said, I could tell. He said, let me ask you a question. He said, did you notice the price? I said, yeah. He says, $4,000. I said, I know. That's the problem. He said, well, let me ask you a question. He said, if I could show you how to get that TV delivered to your house today by 2:30 game time, free delivery and setup, and put it in a budget you could afford, would you be interested in that television set? Now, gang, I had approval for $350, not $4,000. What was the only thing I could say to this man? Can you convince my wife of this? And he said, I can, and he did. Guess which TV we took home? The big screen. I got a nice wife. Now let me ask you a question. I spent 11 times as much money. Did I feel better or worse about my purchase? Which one? I felt awesome. I was 3 feet off the ground, and when I got home, guess what I did? I called 6 of my buddies and said, I got a big screen. Come on over. Guess what all 6 of them did within 3 weeks? They all bought big screens from Dan, the TV man at Circuit City. Why? Great value. Not a great price, but great value. And let me ask you a question. Did Dan do his job well, yes or no? You see, he could have sold me that $350 set, but he didn't. He moved on to the bigger set because he knew it was what I wanted.